making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. Happy Friday, everybody. So today I actually came live, did this episode to talk about Fadiel Adams. He's been ranting a lot on the news that he's laying charges against General Mkhwanazi, and this morning I was just following up to see if did he really press the charges. And I just came across his interview now where he's saying Uguti, it says here Fidel has laid criminal charges against General Fanny Masemola, accusing the National Commissioner of Nepotism. He alleges that Masemola's family members and alleged girlfriends are working for SAPS. I'm not seeing anything about General Mkhwanazi. Even General Mkhwanazi actually answered yesterday. I saw his clip yesterday where he was like to Fadiel Adams, well, go and lay charges. Everybody has got a right to lay charges if they want to. I will see you at the commission. That's what he said. So now Fidel is saying, yeah, he threatened me. You know what? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on with Fadiel Adams. I feel like, okay, I do get where his retaliation came from. It came from when his name was mentioned. But before his name was mentioned, in Parliament already, we heard him speak about Mkhwanazi. And I feel like there's something else going on here. I mean, I could be wrong. I can't help it but feel like there's something else going on here. I feel like they are fighting a separate battle. There's absolutely no way Fidel could be this angry at Mkhwanazi for him just doing a press conference. A press conference at that time that had nothing to do with him. Only now his name was mentioned, but he's cross, he's angry at him. He hates that everyone is clapping for him. He hates that we think that he's a great man, he's an honorable man. And something just tells me that he's fighting a different battle. So that is why I came here today, right? While I'm sitting here, I'm browsing and I'm about to shoot this episode. I'm ready, right? I come across an article now that says that the MK insiders urge Zuma to act as Makhubele faces serious allegations after failing the intelligence vetting. So I found this interesting, and I'm going to tell you why I found it interesting. I didn't find it interesting because it's MK. 2 weeks ago, Colleen Makhubele released some statement where she said Uguti, she was going to be taking over at the ad hoc committee and they are removing Uskosana because Uskosana was not performing as he should. In that mini statement, actually I think it's something that was written on their parliamentary thing. It was not a public statement. She mentioned there that Lucky Montana was asked if he can replace Uskosana in the ad hoc committee, and he said no, he couldn't, he was busy. And then who else was asked? Andile Mnchama was also asked if can he replace, he also declined, and then it was decided, okay, Colleen Makhubele must replace Uskosana. But well, and it said with immediate effect. But as time goes on, Uskosana is still there. And I even asked you this question, Kandi wasn't Colleen Makhubele replacing Uskosana. Why is Uskosana still there? What is happening? Did Uskosana refuse to be removed? Now, when I saw this now, that Colleen failed the intelligence vetting, then I'm thinking, could this be the reason, one of the reasons maybe why she's ending up not replacing Uskosana? Well, I don't know, but let's get right into it. I mean, I don't know. So it says here, the newly elected Umkhonto is a parliamentary chief whip. We know that she's recently elected to be the chief whip. She replaced Umzwanele Manyi, right? And after replacing Umzwanele Manyi, Manyi literally just died down. I don't understand him now. At some point, Umanyi was releasing his own statements without a logo, writing what he thinks as an individual. I was like, Ivana. So I don't know, but let's continue. The Chief Whip, Colleen Makhubele, is facing calls for suspension. After allegedly failing Parliamentary Intelligence Committee vetting process. Senior party insiders are appealing to the party leader and former President Jacob Zuma to intervene. But also, why suspend her? Okay, but yeah, let me continue. An internal MK governance report. They've got their own governance report. Okay, fine. Outlines a series of serious allegations against Makhubele and recommends her her suspension pending further investigation. To the report, Makhubele, so she failed the vetting process required to serve on Parliamentary Intelligence Committee. Fine. I get the part where she fails a vetting that enables her to serve at the party's intelligence committee. Fine. But if she fails that one, why can't she serve in another committee? I mean, why must she be suspended all of a sudden? But okay, let's continue. Impromptu lobbied for the appointment of her husband. Improperly lobbied for the appointment of her husband, who currently serves as a chairperson of another political party, to an MK position. Ish. Well, they said they wanted 2/3 majority, wara. So, I mean, she's trying to help. I mean, she also comes from a different party. She had her own party. Before she joined MK, she was in Sarah. And then, I mean, she was appointed. She became parliamentary. I mean, it's not like she's doing something that we've never seen. Are you going to suspend her for that? Well, let's find out. Attempted to secure a backdated service legal agreement with a company in which her husband was a director, worth 185,301.36 cents per month. Oh my God. Repeatedly defied party leadership, particularly Deputy President Judge John Hlophe. I thought she got along with Hlophe. But they even did a press briefing together. There was no one else. It was literally... There was no one else. It was literally the two of them. I even posted about it. So it says that she defied, which is she went against, or didn't obey the leadership of Deputy President Judge Hlophe. I mean, they did a press briefing, I think about 2 months ago together, or at least 3 months ago. I think it was around August, September, October. Yeah. So you're telling me in this 3 months, say defy orders zake? I don't know. But it does not warrant her. Okay, the part where she wanted to secure a backdated service with a company of her husband. I mean, that is serious. But again, does it warrant for her to be suspended totally? Efforts to mediate between Makhubele and Hlophe have reportedly collapsed. Fueling factional divisions within the MK party. The last time I got intel from inside the MK party in parliament, Colleen Makhubele and Hlophe were like this. And then there was Nhlamulo Ndlela and Duduzile and benefaction yabo. But to Colleen, not Judge Hlophe, they were like this. So I want Baba Klaken so in don't. Why? Could they eat the efforts for them to mend, collapse? The internal conflicts has further destabilized the party, which has been marred by leadership battles since its inception less than 2 years ago. Makhubele was appointed to a current role in May, or she was appointed in May, following the removal of Mkhwanazi, who previously served as Zuma's spokesperson. Oh my goodness me. things have reached a low. It's open warfare between Colleen and Judge John Hlophe. This is shocking to me. I didn't know that Colleen Makhubele and Judge John Hlophe abavani ngoku. This is news to me. Said one senior party source. But we know this is part of an agenda to destabilize MK from within. The latest internal disputes follows closely on the heels of another crisis involving MK's Mpumalanga leadership. Provincial chairperson, which is, I did a video about this, the provincial chairperson who threatened to burn Busisiwe Mkhwanazi alive. So I did a video about that. Another insider expressed the frustrations with the party leadership vacuum. We lack leadership. The old man is too busy to manage these internal battles, and everyone wants to be a leader with their own favorites. That's the problem. There's no control, and that's dangerous. Makhubele did not respond to multiple requests for comments. Parliamentary spokesperson Molo Tomotapo said he was unaware of any intelligence committee vetting involving Makhubele. MK party spokesperson Tlamolojela confirmed the existence of the government's report, but said it had not yet been formally tabled before the party. Hlophe did not want to comment. Haibo. This is a shock. This is a shock. Tell me what you think about this. This is actually shocking. When I saw this article, I just read there on the top and I was like, okay, fine. I want to read it like on this video. So the things that I'm reading, now I'm reading them for the first time and they're shocking to me. Like, what? This is why I love having real-time reactions. I love reading things here and then like I get like a real-time reaction. Anyway, let's go back to Fadiel Adams because this is the reason why I made this video. I want to play the clip where he opened against a case against Masemola and also a case where he's speaking about Mkhwanazi. But I think I'm just going to play those clips of Fadiel Adams. And my question is, what do we think is happening with Fadiel Adams and General Mkhwanazi? Because it doesn't make sense that the anger that Fidel has comes from the fact that General Mkhwanazi had a press briefing. I think there's a Econ and J battle that is happening there. It's like there's a big beef pyre. Or one that maybe we might not necessarily be aware of because it's not making sense to me. It's genuinely not making sense to me that someone can be that angry. And also, I did check this morning, as I said, I didn't see that he opened a case. He threatened to open a case against you, General Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi replied and said, okay, fine, I'll meet you on the commission. Back to none. Let's play these clips quickly.
Let me start with Mr. Adams. The story is about Mr. Adams gone to police station to open a case against me. We'll deal with that at the ad hoc committee. If there's any case open at the police station, anyone has got the right to open a case. Police must investigate, and if there's a crime committed and the police feels that they must take that into the courts, and the courts, if they decide to prosecute, or prosecute. I was never afraid to be prosecuted. I'm not going to be afraid to be prosecuted now. So if Mr. Adams, who I spoke about in that commission, feels that he must then use the strategy to threaten or intimidate, it's okay. I'm not afraid of that. We already understand which side of the law he is. We'll find each other in the right place. Let it happen. He must bring it on. I will never be afraid of it. I'm still going to go back, I'm told, back to the commission, to the other committee. So we'll appear there and go and explain. And as I've said before, what I presented before the citizen in July, I beg your pardon, was not my making alone. It was the South African Police Service members, hardworking men and women, who are frustrated. And I'm sure as we are watching what's happening in the commission, we get to hear more and more police officers talking about their frustrations. So I said in my presentation, I've said in my statement, what I'm talking about is information I have. Some of it I read on documents that I'm entitled to read. And some of it is information I received from the colleagues that briefed me on it. So as I presented, representing the men and women in blue, where there was any omission or error made, that was not intentional and it's going to be explained. We submit some statements, and I think maybe you might have missed the fact that what was spoken about in Parliament against what was in my statement are two different things. So maybe he needs to get my statement and read it and see where I wrote whatever that he went to open a case on, or as he's opening a case against what I said. What I said is coming from the team, and it's going to be explained when we go back to the parliament. We'll leave it like that.
Firstly, for the benefit of our viewers, what is the purpose of this criminal complaint against General Makhubele?
Hi, morning, and thank you. We have laid a criminal complaint against General Makhubele for nepotism because so many of his family members work at SAPS, in his office, and many of them without the right credentials. We're also raising the issue of acting Deputy National Commissioner Mkhwanazi, who has been accused of stealing from Macro. She's never been cleared by IPID as far as we know. The criminal case has just died, as most things do within SAPS, and we feel that we can't leave it like this.
Now, in your sworn statement, you've tabulated various names. I think it's about 6 of the people that you think are allegedly employed in that office illegitimately. Have you been able to verify whether they do indeed work there and whether your accusations can stand the test of time?
Our sources say that this information is very, very reliable. This is why we've opened a criminal case, and we've asked that this issue be transferred to the anti-corruption unit in Pretoria, and they will finish the investigation, and a prosecutor will decide if we're taking this thing to court. And that's how it's supposed to work. We are not coming here accusing anyone of anything without any evidence. We are actually putting names, dates, time frames into what we have. And we're saying we'd like to have this investigated. Now, the National Commissioner can do a very, very simple thing. He can make all of us go away. He can come out and deny it. Let him deny it.
It would appear that this is an HR matter. Why not approach the Public Service Commission?
It cannot be an HR matter if it keeps on happening. That tells me that HR is compromised, that HR is captured and controlled. How do you get 6 of your family members and an alleged girlfriend into high positions? Some of them with no experience, some of them with half experience, one of them with criminal allegations hanging over her head. And it becomes an HR matter. You know what? The South African police service is fast becoming one big crime scene. And it's all happening under the tutelage of one Fani Masimola.
Now, this is the second case this week that you've laid. The first one being against the General Mkhwanazi and now General Makhubele. Is this your fight back strategy, given that you've been named in General Mkhwanazi's affidavit?
There's no fight back strategy. Remember, I'm the one that laid criminal charges against the heads of crime intelligence about a year ago. Mkhwanazi's press conference comes 4 months later to save his friends at crime intelligence, who I feel belong in jail. Mkhwanazi himself said it. The National Commissioner was at the gates of jail when I called that press conference. He said it. People just aren't listening. The National Commissioner is the one that is the buck stops with him. He's the accounting officer for the SAPS. If his underlings are buying Lamborghinis, hotels, and going on holidays overseas without tax money, he's the one signing it off. He's the one implicated. I believe that he should have been at the gates of jail. I think that that press conference that Mkhwanazi called was to save his friends. This has got nothing to do with ethics. As a matter of fact, I don't know if the man has ethics. Remember, he issued a very veiled threat at me yesterday. A very veiled one. Here's my response. I will see your bet and I'll raise it. Next week, General Mkhwanazi, I will lay charges about the extrajudicial killings of children that's happening in KZN under your watch. You've had nothing to say about that.
Okay, now that we have played these clips, I just want to say, tell me what you think is happening. Firstly, about Fidel. What do you think is happening? Why does he have so much anger? Secondly, le MKK is gaxa ingqibo sifumana apha nani. Senjwa sisigaxa nakum. Tell me what you think. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Zizipolo Pelwana. Please subscribe to this channel. It's free of charge. Let's get to 40k subscribers. We are currently sitting on 33.7. Please, guys, let us push. Let's get to 40k as we should, right? The algorithm is down right now. We're struggling a lot, but let's just keep the momentum and keep on pushing. Support the channel wherever you can. I'll see you guys on the next one. Aluta continua. Until the next time.